to Abuse of Power, being hosted by your boy Hype Hookz.
Co-host Izzy.
Yes, we're going to introduce some of the guests right here. We have a talented tailor, father, visionary, creative dude from the X that goes by the name of J So. What's going on, bro?
What's up? What's up?
So,
what's going on? Welcome. We have a talented female artist coming from ATL. You know what I'm talking about? Going by the name of Keisha August.
What's up, guys?
Keisha.
I'm doing good. Hookz, J So, Izzy. Ready to chop it up with you guys.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Thank y'all for coming out here, man. It's very important for us to, link up, not only for the fact that, sharing information and sharing ideas, but when there's some amazing shit going on, it's always good to have some minds to talk about it. And within the past few years, there's nothing more amazing that I could think about on TV and consistently than Power.
Power Universe. Word.
That's what I'm talking about. This Power Universe. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. But why don't y'all go into it? Let's start with you. Let's start with you, Keish. Who's your favorite character right now to date?
From the Power Universe or from Ghost Book 2?
No, you know what? Ghost Book 2. We're gonna do both from Power Universe and all together, and then from the current show, Ghost Book 2.
Right now,
it's a good question.
Right. Okay. We including BMF too, the whole Power Universe.
Well, I don't know if BMF actually falls under Power Universe or if it's just in its own entity.
It doesn't.
I think.
Okay. Let's see. I gotta give that some thought. Nobody ever asked me that before.
So that's Raising Kanan. That's Power, the original Power, and then it's Ghost. So that's these three books that we're talking about right now.
Okay. And I'm not saying it just because it's current, but I really like Method Man's character a lot. And I think that Tariq is smarter than Ghost. So I'm going to go with Davis McLean and Tariq.
Davis McLean and Tariq.
I'm going to go with Davis McLean and Tariq. Actually, okay. I take that back. I'm going to go with Tariq and Jukebox, period.
Yeah. Damn.
Tariq and Jukebox.
You just spoke to his heart. You just spoke to his heart on that one. Yo, Jay.
Yeah.
What's going on with you? Who's your characters, man? Who's you picking in this bout right now? Because she got Jukebox, one of the most fiercest women to do it, and my guy Tariq. Who you going for? What's going on? All together in your favorite right now.
Right now, my favorite is, I want to say Rock. And I really like Neek for some reason.
Neek.
That's unique.
Yeah.
And that's not just because it's his name. That's
name, right.
Yeah, that's crazy that you pick Unique.
I'm only because I really love the show based off like the aesthetic. It feels like 90s, they look like 90s. So it's like as a kid, that's how I saw like my older cousins going to school and stuff. So that resonated with me because it's what I wanted to like. I don't want to say be like, but more like it was around me.
I get it. They was the fly guys wearing Dapper Dan and stuff. I saw the same thing that you saw. Like, you know what I'm saying? Watching Paid in Full, it was like a flashback of my youth because everybody was riding those cars. All that, like, you know, like you would see people like that and you'd be like, yo, who is that? You know, as a kid, I didn't know they was drug dealers. I just knew they was the flyest motherfuckers around. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it made me look at regular dudes like bums, like, you know, like this nigga don't got no money. You know what I mean?
And it's because he got his shit tailored. So
right. I didn't even know who Dapper Dan was when I would go to Harlem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't know who that was, but I was too young.
Yeah. Before I go into the second question, I'm going to say my pick would be Jukebox and Milan.
Milan?
Lon, yeah.
Milan, you took it back.
If they'd have wrote him a better story, like a longer storyline, people would have felt what I'm saying. But he put a lot of pressure on Ghost.
He did put a lot of pressure on Ghost,
nervous.
but he had to go. You know.
All right. So then I'll throw in my picks right now, and my picks for this would be older Kanan. I love seeing 50 on screen. There was just something about the way he captured every moment of just being the gangster that he is, the words he said, like that was fire. And it got it. All right, don't come at me for this one. But Professor Milgram, that's my favorite for right now,
nah.
man.
The sex addict.
Yes.
Nah.
Yes.
I'm female. Sorry. I'm telling you, I'm a female. She's not cool. Like,
I love her.
I mean, she's pretty, but I mean, you know.
No. You know what gave me that last minute love for her is how smart and like she was, like how quick she figured out this was Tariq St. Patrick, how quickly she put all that in motion, how she was able to maneuver. It almost makes me like, yo, what was her career that she wasn't law enforcement? They keep going into that some way, somehow. She wasn't law enforcement, and she is tangled with some of the most powerful people in law enforcement.
She was
in
like
more
a
than one way.
Attorney too, right? Wasn't she like what Angela was, like a DA or something?
That's the thing. I don't know. They just said that she used to work for the office, so she used to work in law enforcement, and they leave it like that. So
and
that
Davis
always
knows
has
her.
Yeah,
like Davis must have worked for her somewhere down the line.
And he's a cop, and she did something horrible to him because he's out to get her. Like he's trying to snake.
That's not Davis. Davis is McLean. That's Method Man he's talking about. That other
I
guy.
Thought you were talking about the cop.
Nah, the white dude who right now, unfortunately, I don't remember his name, and I'm honest enough to say that. Yeah, that dude. Yeah. He's just like right now. He's just like the douche on TV to me. Like, oh damn, he's going mad hard because his heart was broke. Right. You know, that's how I feel about it. Like, fuck it. So, AJ, what was you about to say about your question? I don't want to cut you off. I just had to throw that in there because no one brought up Professor Milgram, and I feel like she's about to be the next one to get killed too. But that's another story.
Yes, she got to go. She got to go.
Yeah, she was too much last episode.
Yeah,
but it was like a desperation. Like I felt like she was moving in a lot of like desperation. Like she really felt like the heat was on her, and she had to do something.
She's soft. Yeah, Jay, how you feel about her character, man? Because you've been quiet about her character. How you feel about her?
Professor Milgram?
Yeah, Carrie. Carrie.
I just feel like she's a little messy though. She's smart but messy.
Real messy.
And then it's like why it's so easy. Like it gives you a kind of a brief description of a past of her and men and who or what she was involved in. Why this cop is so eager to get her, even though if you saw, it's like he always whatever the investigation is, he's out to get her. He don't care about any other evidence of any other situation. He don't even care about the cop that got killed. He just wants
it don't seem like he cares about that.
It's more personal, and I think it's gonna be real stuff.
But can I say something about Carrie? One thing about Carrie is, if you really think about it, it all boils down to her. All of this shit is happening because of Carrie Milgram. She blurs the lines. She's sleeping with Zeke. You know what I'm saying? She's getting all in the business. She's finding out stuff. She shouldn't know half of the shit that she knows. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all of this is basically her fault. It stems around her and her mess. Like he said, she's messy. Her whole life's a mess.
I'm gonna throw a question in there to everybody. Do you think that she would have messed with Tariq at any point in this series?
He's not big enough.
You don't find that she has an attraction to Tariq?
I think if Zeke didn't slip in there, she was throwing herself at Tariq because she was compelled by the mystery. That's what I think that people are missing. She's very compelled by mystery. That's why Tate ain't gonna hit it. Tate is never gonna hit it because he throwing it at her like, yo, take it, take it, take it. But because it's a mystery behind Tariq, well, not anymore. But like because it was, yeah, he could have hit it, but that's gone now.
There's a big mystery behind Tariq, so I feel you what you're saying on that because he is mysterious, and she was intrigued in the beginning.
That's what I said. What about you, Jay? What's your take on Carrie?
You said Carrie?
Y'all killing me.
What you say?
What's your take on promiscuous Carrie?
She's definitely tangled in there now, so it's gonna be harder for her to get out because everybody knows something about everybody now. Where it's like they just hold it as they weaponize their secrets. Like they know each other's secrets and they get weaponized with it.
I like that. But
so that's why she's saying her own ass now.
Speaking of weaponizing secrets, I'm gonna piggyback off right there. All right. There's nobody in the whole Power universe that weaponizes secrets better than the St. Patrick's. Like, there's nobody. So let's just zero this in on Tariq right now. All right. Do y'all feel Tariq is like Ghost right now? Or is he something different? Let's do that with you, Jay. Like you feel like Tariq, St. Patrick, is he like Ghost or is he something different?
You're starting to see the resemblance of him and Ghost. Like when he was getting arrested, like, and then the whole music in the background, you got a feel of it. But he's just a polished up king to me.
Polished up Kanan, I like that.
I think he's more like Kanan than Ghost.
Wow.
He has a little bit of both.
Okay, I could see that, but Kanan knows how to fight. Tariq has not.
I haven't seen a physical in Tariq yet.
Tariq has no hands. Someone is always saving him when the hands come out.
He has no hand game. None. Nada.
And Ghost had hands. Well, he'll beat you up, but he's quick to kill you. But what do you feel about that, Keish? That same question thrown your way. Is he like his father? Is he like Ghost? You know, like do you see that, or like we just got thrown in there by my boy Jay? Do you really see that Kanan in him?
I see Kanan through and through. You understand what I'm saying? Like Kanan is his subconscious. You know what I mean? Kanan, he never listened to Ghost. Everything that he is right now is because of Kanan and Kanan's manipulation. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. And I feel like Tariq, I don't know, Ghost seems like he had a heart more than Kanan. I really don't feel like Tariq has a heart for anybody other than his mom and his sister. Like, that's why it's hard for him to connect with other people. Like, he don't have that. I don't know. I kind of just feel like Kanan, like Jay So said.
Well, you do know that.
Go ahead.
That
Sorry.
connection. I know, my bad. You do know. I just wanted to get into there for that last thing before you go on. That connection to his family isn't something that was embedded in him. It was lost completely. It wasn't until the death of Raina that he grew that I need to protect the women in my life type of feel. Because before then, he was just like normal teen growing up. He even shoved his sister like, get out my face type of
stupid too. He was real stupid. He was making a lot of stupid moves. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't thinking. He was just reactive. You know what I'm saying? But now he's reactive. You know what I mean? He's actually thinking. But I just feel like he's cold-blooded, man. Like, you know, like the way he killed Professor. He's like, you made me do it, but he still did it anyway. You know what I mean? Like he could have did it. It could have been a whole different scenario. Kane could have just took him out. You know what I mean? But
isn't that something Kanan would do?
That's exactly what Kanan would do.
But we giving credit to Uncle Tommy. He was watching Uncle Tommy before anything.
Thank you. You can't keep Tommy out. Tommy handled his business.
So maybe he got a little bit from, because he wasn't watching Ghosts. He was more like he really wasn't watching Tasha either. He was more like Tommy's boy, but from afar, because Tommy ain't taking him on trips with him or nothing. But he was watching Tommy. from
But if
afar.
you go,
But Tommy didn't really like give him the game. Tommy was really trying to shield him like an uncle. Like, you know what I'm saying? Look, you need to stay away from this. You know what I'm saying? He hung him off the building to try to scare him up. You know what I'm saying? To shield him away from it, with him stealing the drugs and all of that stuff. Like, Tommy was like uncle for real until he killed Ghost. And Kanan just wanted to get him. Kanan's like, I see you.
Then wait. It wasn't just that. Y'all got to remember. He also set Tommy up to get killed by that Italian dude.
Facts.
Yeah,
And
so it was like
Tommy,
two things
Tommy
in a row.
was the gateway to all his answers. He went to Tommy more to find out what the hell his father was doing in the past. But nobody would give him to him square business straight up.
Until the end.
Except for Kanan.
Yeah, except for Kanan.
Right.
Kanan was the one.
Straight up. How your father, this is who your father is. This is where your father's from. This is what your father did. You know what I'm saying? Your father ain't shit. You know what I mean? Like this, that, and the third. So
Okay, so he is Kanan. All right. Okay. Kanan is an assassin. All right. Let's put it like that. When they sent them dudes for him, he bodied them niggas in that hallway. On some real shit. That's an assassin. Tariq has no hands. This is why, like, I would now go towards Tommy. You seen Tommy always handle his business, gun, whatever setup, and he fucks up, and then he has to fix his fuck ups. That sounds like Tariq. Then you go to the smart ways of running business. That's the Ghost, and that's what I see. And I also see that he's not, I wouldn't say he's smarter yet than Ghost. And I
think
think
time
that
he put the hood on and he didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Not even that. Y'all gotta remember, it's because he got Braden. That white boy is elevating his fucking game every chance. Every chance they get, it's that white boy that finds something. Like, think about it, right now, the fucking 3D printer of the bricks in the wall at a secret. That white boy, that was the white boy dealing with some other white boys. Like, Braden knew what he was doing. So like he knows how to utilize the people around him and make chess moves and make things happen like Ghost.
And Kanan.
But he fuck no. When he finally, like, even when he bodied the dude, Kanan's not apologizing for killing you. Okay. You understand that? Kanan's gonna body you and go. So when he even told the professor, like, I'm sorry, man, you knew too much. I gotta do this. That right there is Ghost.
Ghost conscious. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying.
That's Kanan, I was like,
hey, I'm sorry. Kanan killed Sean and said you shouldn't even be my son. Like, you know. Like,
yeah, I wanna give him Kanan. I feel like hopefully in jail he meets up with like Redman, and Redman teach him how to fight or something. I don't know. Because he gets his ass beat every chance he gets. And it's just like, it's sad at this point, man. Like, you gotta learn how to fight, papa. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy.
And I think he's gonna end up being better than both because he's influenced by both of them. The smarts of his dad, and then the, you know what I'm saying, the cold-blooded assassin from Kanan. Like, and then his mom's was a thinker. Like, Tasha kept shit afloat too. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and then she basically okayed him to, okay, you a killer. You know what I mean? But I think that Tariq is going to be a monster. I think he's going to be he's going to be on 10. Like, he's going to be Ghost and Kanan. And it's going to be interesting because they can't let him go out like a punk, man. Like, he can't, you know, when he was running the streets and he was running with Brains and them, he was doing all kinds of stupid stuff and drinking lean, and you know what I mean, and now he's on some other shit, and then like he's got to continue to elevate and grow. But in that aspect, I feel like I still kind of lean more towards Kanan, because I only say that because he's utilizing everybody around him. Kanan did the same thing. He manipulated everybody around him. He manipulated Tommy. He manipulated Ghost. He manipulated Tariq. He manipulated everybody basically but Tasha.
Because Kanan really didn't do. He didn't really need to do nothing. He basically, like she said, he manipulated everybody to kill themselves. Tariq's doing the same thing. If it works on his behalf, he's about to play Braden right now after signing that signature. It's like
Mm.
Do you feel like he manipulated Dre?
Dre?
Well, because I feel like Dre got away from 50's fold.
He did.
So he didn't really get to do what he wanted to. Well, he had the baby and all of that stuff at the in the mid-season, but it seemed like Dre always got away from 50.
Dre did. If Dre wouldn't have got locked up, I don't know how far they could have took his story, because Dre was crazy, yo. Dre was wild. You know what I mean? Like, he would do anything to anybody at any given time for any
And
amount.
he even broke away from Ghost at times.
Exactly. Y'all remember when he came up to the grave site with those cards and Ghost was standing there. He was just like, and he was like, "You can't touch me, nigga." You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't touch me.
Yeah, when he was with Tate, right?
Nah. It was like
No.
the ending. It was like the ending of a season where he saw him. He showed up to like Raina's gravesite, and then he said, "Yo, I could kill you right now." And then he showed him the card from the Jimenez.
Oh yeah. I got it.
And he's like, "You can't do shit, my nigga. Eat that." And Ghost looked like he was turning fucking red, turned like a little strawberry. That shit was crazy.
A very good he was a very good ad, you know, like his character was very good. Like it really went. You needed a wild card, and that was true. Sure.
That is true. That's definitely it.
That's crazy though, how everybody around Tariq was so manipulative and crazy, yo. Like, he's influenced by everybody.
Yeah, he has a little bit of fucking every type of problem running through that kid.
He still didn't get the visit from Two-Bit.
He got too much. He got too much going on right now. I think Two-Bit going to link up with Tommy, but that's another story.
I think so too.
He told him, if you ever get out, hit me up. He already did that other thing for him and got rid of his mans for snitching.
And Tommy gonna need somebody, because he's just going to Gilligan's Island and just gonna link up with strangers. Like, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
That's true.
There has to be some sort of cameo on that show.
Right.
Yeah, because we haven't seen Two-Bit since that whole incident with the pool.
But Tariq still owe him money though.
Where did he go? Like, what happened?
Like he just like.
Yeah, you're right. He absolutely just went somewhere after he snuffed them. That's crazy. He saved him from that death at the pool. Went missing after he got some money from.
Because wasn't the money he was supposed to get from the teacher that got shot was for Two-Bit?
No, that was for Mary.
Was it for Mary or was it for Tasha?
Oh, this is where the tangle begins. I think that he ended up getting that money and gave it to Tasha because he knew that he had to make Tasha go away at that exact same moment. So that's where everything went out.
She was like, "Where are we going to get the money from?" He was like, "I got it. Don't worry about it." But then I don't think we ever seen an exchange of money between anybody but him. No, it wasn't Mary because, it wasn't Monet, because Monet was like, "What you do with my money?" And she was like, "You know what happens, you know what I'm saying, when you fuck with my money."
And he said, "Yo, I have to take care of my mother." Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. No, I think that was it. He was like, "Yeah, and you gotta I have to take care of my mother. But I got you."
Okay.
And she had to take that one.
So the money went to McLean, right? Or to Tasha?
Tasha, I believe.
Okay. I always thought at the end of the season he was up money.
He was what?
But he's behind money now.
Yes, he is. He's very behind.
Yeah.
With a few people's bread. That's why it's going to be funny to see how this whole thing plays out.
And that's why Power is the shit. Because, Inquirer minds want to know. Like, we be trying to figure this shit out for real.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, but real quick. As a woman, who do you feel is like the strongest woman character in the show? Like out of all three shows, though. Because that opens up the doors for a lot. It opens up the doors for like what my boy Jay brought up earlier, Raquel. it opens up the door for Monet, who you just mentioned. This also would open up the door, which for like Tasha. You know, like who do you feel is the strongest female character?
Okay, let me actually give it some thought, because while I like Rock's character, Rock showed weakness. Rock showed weakness. But when it came down to it, and Monet is showing weakness, but when it boils down to it, Tasha was on top of everything except for what's the dude's name that was folded up in the trunk?
The bald dude, the lawyer.
She kind of lost a little bit of edge dealing with him, and she played herself. You know what I mean? But she kept things afloat. Monet's obviously lost. She has no control of her children. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. She got some nigga from the past in her life. They got a kid together. Like, everything is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And she like, I don't know. Like, it's just, she doesn't have a strong hold over things. Rock made some poor decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if she wasn't a woman, she wouldn't have made those decisions. You feel what I'm saying? But Tasha was consistent through and through. Think about how she handled Milan. Think about how she handled Holly. Think about how she handled Lakeisha. Think about, you know what I'm saying, how she dealt with Tariq. Think about how she dealt with her mom, how she dealt with Ghost, Tommy. It's endless. Tasha was consistent through and through. She never folded. She never folded.
I just think it's too early to ask that question, only because, like, we only got season one of Rock. We only got, you know, and whatever we're getting from Monet is like, there's something about the pop that's gonna make Monet like powerful. There's no way they like brushing her character off to the side like she's not it, because she got to go to Lorenzo and ask permission. Now she got Mecca giving her shit. So she has no control, if you want to be honest. But like, there has to be a connection as far as like maybe Rock and her are best friends. Rock still being alive, trying to figure out what happened to her son. Meeting Tariq, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just think it's too early for Rock, or to even ask that question, only because we haven't seen enough of Rock. I think we're only getting started because of, you know, how it ended.
It's like making this
Monet
judgment.
I don't give Monet that, only because of basically how she left off. She wanted to like leave the business. She wanted to escape, and now she got pulled back because Lorenzo got out. So it's like she's the one that's not pulling the strings.
She piggybacked.
But like
Tasha is not pulling the strings. Ghost was. She was like the Robin of Batman, like, you know. So I think Rock is in the front lines. I say Rock is the most gangster out of all three.
I know that's one of your favorites, but you did say she got Lorenzo here and she got Mecca here. So like she's gonna be pulling some type of strings. Like, she got two power forces behind her. She can play it any way that she wants to play it. But you're right. In all fairness, Tasha has 6 whole seasons to develop us, to see her go through this, that, and the other. We haven't had enough episodes with Monet and Rock to really determine who's the stronger out of the 3. I agree with you on that. So I take that back. He's right. They don't have enough, you know what I'm saying? They don't have enough screen time for us to tell who's the strongest. We got to see who comes out at the end, or how things.
It's unfair to say I think it's Tasha, but I think it's a little unfair only because we've seen so much from Tasha.
Right.
We've seen the beauty, we've seen the business, and then we've seen the gangster. So it's like we got to see a lot of that throughout the seasons, and it's been what, 8, 9 years. We only got like 8 months of Rock. We only got like 2 years of Monet. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. So is it fair to ask this next question? Who would y'all say would be the better mother?
Oh Lord.
Damn.
Keisha August and Be Smooth on this motherfucking track. If you got a problem, I advise you to step the fuck back.
Be smooth, you done again.